Okay, so this is my vlog that I've been doing for that's my second vlog for my FMP. This vlog's basically based around the research and experimentation elements of my work. So I started the experimentation and the research with just outlining what I'm planning to do in my session videos. So I want to do one based with focused on natural light, one based around artificial light, and one based around getting interesting transitions. So I thought the best way to do that would be to firstly to analyze a session video itself to see what traits run in those session videos and what I could employ in my own. So I analysed one done by the Mahogany Sessions, and I wrote a blog post on that and what I found out about that, and that proved to be very helpful for me. The next thing I did was I experimented with some transitions because obviously I'm doing an interesting transitions shot based video, so I need to include some interesting transitions in it. So I researched that and I experimented with this thing called a masking transition, which I came to really like, I came to enjoy. I created a couple of examples of that. It was interesting. Like it's certainly not easy to use After Effects, but I did the best I could with it. Um, what did I do after that? After that, I did some lighting experimentation because did I was one of the head lighting designers on the college film that we did. So I already have a bit of experience with lighting, but I thought to get a bit more, I'd do some lighting experimentation in MO11, the small studio that we have. So in that process, I did some backlighting, some creating some shadows, just some basic lighting effects to make sure I still do it. I still had the knowledge. After that, I did some lighting and some slider work. So I plan on using the slider quite a bit in my project actually, because I'm just very interested in using it. I think it's a really good bit of equipment. So I'm gonna have using the slider and lighting simultaneously in the video. So I thought I'd blend them two together a little bit in my in some of my experimentations. So I got the slider, I got a subject playing the guitar because that's what the artist will be doing in the video. He'll be playing guitar. So I got those two together, set up a diffuse light behind him, trying to put it in some interesting locations, and simply experimented with the slider a bit. I feel like I could implement those slider shots into transitions slightly, use them as transition shots also. I feel like it was a good bit of experimentation to do and gave me a bit more experience, using the slider and setting up lights and just giving me more experience in general before I actually move into the production itself. The next bit of experimentation I did is actually I feel really interesting. I did an experimentation with guitar oscillations, which is basically where you'll set the shutter speed on the camera to a certain speed to where it will capture when you pluck the strings of a guitar. It will capture the movement, and the movement will be slowed down. You'll be able to see the actual vibrations in the guitar as it moves. And I think that's a really interesting effect. And the video actually took inspiration from places a camera, or I think it's phone in the video, but it could be a camera inside the guitar, in the bass of the guitar, and then plucks the strings and the effect is just really interesting. Like it's just a very interesting, cool vibration effect. And I did some experimentation, quite extensive experimentation with that because I feel like it's really interesting. It's going to be quite hard to implement it in one of my videos, but I'm going to try my best to at least have the shot in there somewhere because I really like the shot. I think it's really interesting and could be could give a really good effect and interesting shot, which is one of the basis of one of my videos. Next, I did some website research. I researched a website where I well, I didn't just do one website. I did three websites, and each one was a musician website. So James Bay, Coldplay, and Passenger, I believe. And I just went on their websites and just picked out a few things. What themes, what elements, what do they all run? What runs through the website? What do they all have in common, basically? And I noticed a few things. Some things that I just felt that they all contain, and basically they're all simple. None of them are cluttered. They're all well, obviously they're professionally done because they're massive worldwide artists, but they're all professionally done. They're all very simple, clear, easy to access for anyone, not akin to a certain market. Despite their music is, but their websites anyone could access. Anyone could visit the website and instantly know how to navigate and where to go, which I want to really retain in my website. I want to have it simple, elegant, professional, all those things that that were present in those websites. Um, Next, I did a focus group because it was necessary to do a focus group, and I just asked a few questions on website creation, session videos, how to retain attention in session videos, because obviously that's a big thing. Is persuasion, attention, strategy, language, those are the bases that I found out of a good advertising. So I need to include that in my website and in my videos. So I asked them about that and best ways to retain it. I got some interesting answers. So that was worthwhile doing. I'm very happy I did the focus group. So I've got a blog on that. I did a questionnaire analysis, which I feel like was really good. Um, yeah, questionnaire analysis, that was good. I did a questionnaire basically around the same thing. Got a few responses, so I managed to get some responses to that, which was really helpful for me. I'm glad I did both actually. It shows that I'm really invested in this project and showing what I can do. I did some experimentation with title sequences now, because he's going to have a title sequence. I plan for each video to open with the same title sequence, so the audience member knows it's all the same artist, it's all linked together. So I did some experimentation with that. Clearly, that needs a lot of work and a lot of build up. I'm still very new with After Effects, as is shown with the transitions, but I plan to get better and better as I go on, and I really hope at some point I'm going to be able to, really show that I'm competent with After Effects. I can create something good. So I did some experimentation with that. I looked at a few logos and a few different things to try and get some inspiration, also in one of my blogs. And I feel like that's going to come along quite nicely. That's coming along as like a side thing. Like it's not the prominent of my attention, but I'm going to be doing that on the side, and I think that's going to come off quite nicely. Um, and yeah, that's my research and my experimentation. Like I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with the work that I've done and the work I've put in, and I feel like it's enough to propel me into the moving into the production stage of the project and beginning work on it.